Brandon Blackstock, respected American talent manager and former husband of Kelly Clarkson, has sadly passed away at the age of 48. His family confirmed that he died on August 7th, surrounded by loved ones, after a private 3-year battle with cancer. Behind the spotlight, Blackstock built a career guiding the paths of well-known artists, including Clarkson herself. His influence was felt not on the stage, but in the steady hands that shaped careers from behind the scenes. A legacy of quiet but enduring impact in the entertainment industry. In his personal life, he married Clarkson in 2013, and together they had 2 children, River and Remington. Even after a difficult divorce finalized in 2022, Clarkson remained protective of his image for the sake of their kids. She understood that despite personal differences, his role as a father was irreplaceable. For those who knew him, Brandon will not be remembered only for his work, but for the way he knelt down to tie his children's shoes, the way his laugh filled a quiet room, and the quiet strength he carried through his final years. Cole Joy, the pioneering voice who helped shape Australia's rock and pop scene, has sadly passed away at the age of 89. His family confirmed his death after years of declining health, though he faced each challenge with quiet determination. From humble beginnings in Sydney Southwest, Joy formed the Joy Boys with his brothers, later becoming Cole Joy and the Joy Boys. Their appearances on Bandstand from 1958 into the 1970s made them household names. In 1959, they scored 3 chart-topping singles and released Australia's first nationwide #1 live album. Over 6 decades, he co-founded ATA All-Star Artists and Jacobson Entertainment, discovered the Bee Gees, and brought global stars to Australian stages. Even through illness and life's hardest trials, Cole never lost the spark that lit up every stage. He leaves behind his wife Dallas, children Clayton and Amber, and a legacy of music, resilience, and joy that will live on in the hearts of all who knew him. Alfie Wise, the beloved character actor and longtime screen partner of Burt Reynolds, has sadly passed away at the age of 82. His death on July 22nd was confirmed by The Hollywood Reporter, citing natural causes at the Thomas H. Corey Veteran Affairs Medical Center in Palm Beach, Florida. Born in Altoona, Pennsylvania, Wise began his career in 1972 with the TV movie Call Her Mom. Over the next 2 decades, he became a familiar face in both film and television, from Uncle Croc's Block to Trauma Center. His enduring collaboration with Reynolds produced 10 films, including classics like Smokey and the Bandit and The Cannonball Run, where his comedic charm as Batman won audiences worldwide. After retiring from acting in 2000, Wise found a new chapter in real estate, bringing the same warmth and humor to colleagues and clients. Friends remember his easy smile, generous spirit, and the joy he carried into every room, a legacy of laughter, camaraderie, and an unshakable love for his craft. Kelley Mack, the vibrant young actress known for her role as Addie in The Walking Dead, has tragically passed away at just 33. Her family confirmed she died peacefully on August 2nd, surrounded by loved ones, after being diagnosed with glioma of the central nervous system. Born with a gift for storytelling, Mack built an impressive career across television, film, and commercials. She appeared in Chicago Med, 911, Broadcast Signal Intrusion, and Delicate Arch, earning accolades from Tribeca and the Atlanta Horror Film Festival. Her work extended to producing and memorable ad campaigns alongside her mother. Despite her illness, she continued auditioning as recently as June, a testament to her passion and resilience. To those who knew her, Kelley's laughter, kindness, and fearless artistry will remain a vivid presence, impossible to forget. Lonny Anderson, the luminous beauty who made Jennifer Marlowe of WKRP in Cincinnati more than just a pretty face, has sadly passed away just days before her 80th birthday. Her publicist confirmed she died in Los Angeles on August 3rd, following a prolonged illness, with her family by her side. With wit, grace, and an unmistakable screen presence, she earned 3 Golden Globe and 2 Emmy nominations, and captivated audiences as Jane Mansfield in the Jane Mansfield Story. From the intrigue of Partners in Crime and Easy Street to the drama of Melrose Place and White Hot, the mysterious murder of Thelma Todd, her versatility left no corner of television untouched. Even in animation, her voice, in All Dogs Go to Heaven, carried warmth and charm. Through triumphs and heartbreaks, she remained a figure of elegance. To her children, grandchildren, and fans, she will always be the golden light that never faded from the screen. Terry Reid, the legendary British rocker known as Super Lungs, has sadly passed away at the age of 75. His UK publicist confirmed to The Guardian that he died on August 5th after months of cancer treatment, during which he was forced to cancel a series of shows. Born in Cambridgeshire, England, Reid was touring with the Rolling Stones, Ike and Tina Turner, and the Yardbirds by the age of 16. His debut album, Bang Bang, You're Terry Reid, 1968, featured Without Expression, a song he wrote at 14 that was later covered by John Mellencamp and Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. In 1969, he famously turned down offers to front both Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple, instead recommending Robert Plant and John Bonham. Through decades of music, from The Soulful River, 1973, to his work with Bonnie Raitt, Don Henley, and Jackson Browne, Reid's voice carried unmatched power. He is survived by his wife Annette and leaves behind a legacy of defiance, artistry, and a sound that will echo for generations. Jane Morgan, the golden-voiced singer of Fascination and a beloved Broadway star, has passed away at the age of 101. Her family confirmed she died peacefully in her sleep on August 4th in Naples, Florida, of natural causes. Born Florence Catherine Courier in Newton, Massachusetts, Morgan trained at Juilliard before captivating Paris audiences in the 1950s. Returning to the U.S., she signed with Cap Records and released The American Girl from Paris in 1956, followed by her signature hit Fascination, which reached #1. 7 on the Billboard chart and appeared in the Audrey Hepburn film Love in the Afternoon. Her voice lit up classics like The Day the Rains Came, With Open Arms, and Blue Hawaii. On Broadway, she shone in Mame, Kiss Me Kate, and The King and I, while appearing on The Ed Sullivan Show 50 times and performing for presidents and world leaders. Honored with a Hollywood Walk of Fame star in 2011, she leaves behind 3 daughters, stepchildren, and a legacy of elegance, artistry, and timeless music that will endure for generations. David Roach, the gritty, charismatic voice of hard rock band Junkyard, has died at 59, just 2 weeks after marrying the love of his life. His band confirmed he passed away peacefully on August 3rd at home in the arms of his wife, Jennifer, after a courageous battle with aggressive squamous cell carcinoma of the head, neck, and throat. Roach joined Junkyard in 1987, quickly making his mark with raw, unpolished vocals and a streetwise stage presence. Their self-titled 1989 debut under Geffen Records earned the band national attention, followed by relentless touring and a loyal fan base. Even after the group's split in 1992, Roach returned when Junkyard reunited in 2000, keeping their hard-edged sound alive for a devoted following. Bandmates remember him as a gifted artist, performer, and songwriter, but above all, a devoted husband, father, and brother. His voice and spirit will forever echo through the music he gave the world. Jeannie Seely, the Grammy-winning voice behind Don't Touch Me, and a cherished pillar of the Grand Ole Opry, has passed away at the age of 85. Her representative confirmed she died on August 1st in Hermitage, Tennessee, from complications of an intestinal infection following a year of serious health challenges. Born in Titusville, Pennsylvania, Seely rose from small-town radio to Nashville stardom, joining Monument Records in 1966 and winning a Grammy for her debut hit. She went on to earn 4 CMA nominations, score top 20 hits like A Wanderin' Man and I'll Love You More, and record the beloved duet Wish I Didn't Have to Miss You with Jack Green. Over 55 years at the Grand Ole Opry, she performed a record 5,397 times, fought for women's equality on its stage, and became known as Miss Country Soul. Her family, friends, and fans remember a trailblazer whose elegance, wit, and resilience shaped country music's cultural legacy, and whose voice will forever echo in its history. From the first haunting chords of I'm 18 to the thunderous ovations of sold-out arenas half a century later, Alice Cooper's journey has been nothing short of legendary. The man once feared for his shock rock theatrics now stands as one of music's most enduring figures, a testament to legacy, comeback, and the power of redemption. His is not just a rock story, it's a human story, rich with highs, lows, and a sobriety journey that inspires generations. Born Vincent Damon Fernier on February 4, 1948 in Detroit, Michigan, he was the son of a preacher and grew up with deep roots in faith and family. His early years were spent between the industrial grit of Detroit and the sun-soaked streets of Phoenix, Arizona. That contrast, a mix of working-class toughness and desert openness, would shape the man who would later redefine stage performance. Even in his youth, there was a flicker of showmanship, a hunger to create something beyond the ordinary. This was no child content to simply watch the parade go by. He wanted to lead it. The spark caught fire in 1964. A group of high school friends formed a Beatles parody act called the Earwigs. What began as teenage fun evolved into the Spiders, then the Nas, and finally, Alice Cooper. Signed by Frank Zappa and guided by producer Bob Ezrin, the band's dark theatricality became their calling card. By 1971, I'm 18 was an anthem for disaffected youth, and the albums Love It to Death and Killer carved out their place in rock history. In 1973, with Billion Dollar Babies, they hit the mountaintop. No. Won in both the US and the UK, a cultural impact that still reverberates. The 1970s belonged to Alice Cooper. He was the ringmaster of rock's most extravagant circus, incorporating guillotines, giant snakes, fake blood, and electric chairs into shows that were equal parts concert and twisted Broadway. His legacy was cemented with the concept album Welcome to My Nightmare, 1975, an artistic risk that paid off, blending storytelling, dance, and hard rock spectacle. Fans didn't just attend his concerts, they entered his world. But behind the curtain, the story was less glamorous. Fame's relentless pace and the self-destructive habits of rock life caught up with him. By the late 70s, alcohol wasn't just a problem, it was a threat to his life. Hospitalizations, canceled shows, and a fog of exhaustion nearly erased the man inside the makeup. This was the scandal and the sickness. His most dangerous enemy wasn't a rival band or a critic, but the bottle in his hand. As he would later say, drinking beer is easy. Trashing your hotel room is easy. But being a Christian, that's a tough call. That's rebellion. It was an unexpected confession from rock's notorious villain, but it revealed a deep inner struggle. The turning point came in 1983. Confronted by his own mortality, Alice Cooper chose redemption over ruin. He checked himself into rehab, put down the bottle for good, and replaced late-night chaos with early morning tea times. Golf became his salvation. If you hit 5 good shots, you know you can hit 6 good shots. The next time you hit 6, you know you can hit 7, he explained. Part sports wisdom, part life philosophy. It was his new addiction, one that kept him steady and sane. This sobriety journey reshaped not only his body, but his spirit. He learned to separate the larger-than-life persona on stage from the man who cherished his wife, his faith, and a quiet Arizona home. The comeback was astonishing. By 1989, with the album Trash and the global hit Poison, Alice Cooper roared back into the charts. The 90s and 2000s saw him evolve into a veteran mentor for younger artists, a fixture on the road, and even a Hollywood character actor in films like Wayne's World. His radio program, Alice's Attic, became a voice for classic rock around the world, extending his cultural impact beyond the stage. Today, at 77, Alice Cooper lives in Phoenix with his wife Cheryl, to whom he's been married since 1976, a rare feat in rock and roll. His health is robust, his energy seemingly undiminished. Mornings often find him on the golf course, afternoons in creative meetings, and evenings still bathed in stage lights. He is the founder of the Solid Rock Teen Center, a nonprofit that offers music, dance, and art programs to help young people find purpose, a cause born from his own understanding of how creativity can save a life. This is legacy, not as nostalgia, but as action. In July 2025, he reunited with his original band for the album The Revenge of Alice Cooper, the first in over 50 years, proving once again that comeback is more than a headline. It's a way of life. On stage, he is still the master of the macabre, the architect of shock. But off stage, he is the warm, humorous veteran mentor who remembers names, listens to stories, and tells young musicians, mistakes are part of the game. It's how well you recover from them that's the mark of a great player. There is a certain poetry to his dual existence. The man who once scared parents now plays golf with them. The artist who once drowned in excess now champions sobriety. And the persona who once thrived on chaos now quietly crafts stability for himself and others. Perhaps the most revealing quirk of all is his post-show ritual. It takes him just 90 seconds to wipe away the grease paint and shed Alice Cooper, the character, so Vincent can go home. If you see him today, perhaps at dawn on an Arizona golf course, the light catching his long, dark hair, you wouldn't immediately think shock rock. You'd see a man at peace, poised over a perfect shot, every movement deliberate, a small smile betraying the private joy of still playing the game on his own terms. That image is pure cinema. The rebel who outran his demons, the survivor who still stands under the spotlight, the creator whose legacy keeps growing. And if you asked him what lesson all this had taught him, he might lean on his mantra. Mistakes are part of the game. It's how well you recover from them that's the mark of a great player. For Alice Cooper, recovery didn't just save his life, it defined it. Friends, if this story moved you, if you believe in the power of redemption, in the magic of the comeback, in the idea that every fall can be followed by a rise, then keep the music alive. Subscribe, join us for more stories of legacy, sobriety journeys, and the veteran mentors who shaped our cultural landscape. Because these aren't just songs, they are the soundtracks of our lives.